Lost in the crowd. Wendy is looking out the window and all she can see are cars for miles. It is early on a sunny afternoon. Isaac is driving over the bridge into Portland, Oregon, and there are so many cars that he has to drive very slowly. "What do you think is going on, Wendy?" asks Isaac. "I don't know, but maybe we should find a place to stop." They go over the bridge and then drive on to the street. They find a place to stop the car near a crowd of people. There is music playing, and all the people are walking and eating and laughing. "Let's go see what it is," Wendy says, and she's already running out of the car into the crowd. Isaac runs after her. He has to run between the people to stay with her. They come to a wide street full of booths and people. High over the street there are signs that say Portland International Festival. As they walk down the street, Isaac and Wendy can smell different types of food and hear many types of music. They see that each booth has the name of a different country on it. "Look at this, Wendy," says Isaac. "This is the Australian booth. Look at these snakes and photos of the Australian animals." "That's interesting, but look at these beautiful kimonos at the Japanese booth. I would love to buy one, but they are too expensive," Wendy says. "Oh, look, Isaac, a sombrero. They are selling them at the Mexican booth. Do you want to buy one?" "No, I don't need one, thank you." "Wow, look at all those flags. There's one from almost every country," says Isaac, looking at the many flags flying in a small park near the booths. "I see a German flag, an Egyptian flag, and there's the Chinese flag." "Do you see that green flag with the yellow square and blue round ball? What country is that flag from?" asks Wendy. "I believe that's the Brazilian flag. I studied its history in school. It has 27 stars, one for each state, like the flag from the United States has 50 stars for the 50 states. "That's very interesting," Wendy says. For the next hour, Isaac and Wendy walk through the festival, seeing all the different people celebrating and listening to all the different languages spoken. They buy some Indian spicy vegetables from the Indian booth, taste the German baked chicken and potatoes from the German booth, and drink an Italian coffee. They are finishing a slice of French chocolate cake when Isaac says, "I'm tired and my feet hurt from all the walking. I think we should go to the car and find a hotel." "I agree," Wendy says. "I think if we go up this street, we can get to the car faster." She starts to walk to the street, and Isaac goes after her. There are people all around them. As they walk into the street, a big crowd of people are walking straight for them. Isaac and Wendy are now lost in the crowd of faces. Isaac looks, but he can't find Wendy. "What's going on?" he says. A musician is playing a drum on his right. On his left, a musician is playing a trumpet. In front of him and behind him, there are musicians walking together down the street, playing instruments. There is so much music, Isaac puts his hands over his ears. He can't see Wendy, so he calls out to her, but he can't hear his own words. Everyone is walking, and Isaac has to walk with them, but he doesn't know where he's going. "Wendy, where are you?" But all he can see are musicians playing and people walking. They are laughing and smiling, but he's not happy. He's afraid. He wants to find his sister. "Wendy!" "I'm here!" She is speaking to him, but he can't hear her. He can't see her. Then a hand is on his hand. He looks at Wendy's smiling face. "I was looking all over for you," Wendy says. "Where did you go?" The musician on the right is still playing his drum, and the musician on the left is still playing her trumpet. Isaac and Wendy have their hands over their ears, and they are running through the crowd of people, wanting to get out. In 2 minutes, they are out of the big crowd. "What were all those people doing?" Isaac says. His eyes are big, and his face is red from all the running. "It's a parade," Wendy says, laughing. Isaac looks at the street, and he can see all the people walking down the street together, playing music and holding flags. Now that he's far from the crowd, he's laughing too. "You never know what will happen on vacation," Isaac says. We stop the car for an hour and end up walking in a parade.